What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're back down Please McFarland Camp. Gonna get Georgie's burnout truck dialed in on the dyno, get some new turbos on it, a couple other things, whatever they need. I'm gonna head to Indy tonight. We are gonna do a couple things with the track later on, so maybe a separate video, maybe in this one. But tell the people what this thing did.
Bro, we got the T car making 719 was the most it made on the dyno.
To the tire.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
So either it's got a ton of timing or it's just
Spicy unit.
It's just a spicy unit.
It is a spicy
So I think
unit.
it's both. But it's running good now. I mean, you saw that burnout a minute ago.
Yep.
We got the Elko back up going.
Yep. Some main bearing number 2 was the issue with that.
Yeah, I think just normal
White
wear.
trash is getting a fresh, used motor.
Yeah. Very used.
So we'll probably clean that up a little bit before we load that up, get George's truck done, and then get everything loaded up. Hit the road.
Alright. Come on.
Hey, bud.
Hey, buddy.
What do we got here?
Well, here we got Leroy's old turbos.
The OG units.
OG. First turbos on a GM stick, you have to go 7 seconds. So, kind of a big deal. I mean, making their way onto good old...
Rodney.
Good old Spit the Rods 9000 over here.
We're going to try not to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to get a little bass in around the 93 and then get some E85 in it. Not going to turn this thing up.
References now.
Hey, look at there.
That's the first.
Coming up in the world. So we're just trying to make this thing safe so that it stays together for the burnouts. It's done so far, but you kept having some ching chong turbos on there. It kept failing, so.
But now, America.
Yeah.
It's going to make some steam. These are ball bearings.
What size motor is this? 5.3?
Yeah, 5.3.
Okay.
It's got Gen 4 rods, though.
It's cool.
Go for 1,000.
We're not trying to make 1,000 horsepower
At
today.
least 800. Let's try to at least make 800.
We'll see what it does. How many pounds is this thing on?
I don't know. Don't have
Oh,
no
we don't.
gauges
Okay.
or- It wasn't on the spring though, because all I had didn't even have this. I had these on. The
I don't
original
remember
turbo.
before. I think we were like 13, maybe 14 pounds.
We'll find out today, brother.
All right.
I'm
Well,
fired up.
get it strapped up. I'm gonna go get a laptop.
right.
Start making some hits.
Oh, wait. Get this out of there.
Oh, we don't know what you need that for. What do we got here, bro?
You know when you're a kid and you end up with a bunch of extra pieces of your Lego sets? So you just put them together to build something?
That's what this is.
That's what I got here.
So we got 2 different cylinder heads. 2 different compression ratios.
Yep.
2 different intake runners.
Yep.
2 25-ish cc and then some 205 cc's.
Yep.
So, yeah, just gonna send it.
Set of 3/4 clapped out valve springs, a brand new set on this side of the motor,
Solid.
a little different camshaft.
What could go wrong?
This is the type of stuff we'll go with that doesn't die.
Yeah.
You got 2 options with these. Dies on startup
Yeah.
or never quits.
The other motor did not want to give up the ghost. Finally broke a piston and said, see you
Finally,
later.
we're just having a bad day.
Yeah.
Said,
Everything looked good in there. The plugs and everything looked good. So it just said, nope, I'm done, dude. Today's the day.
Said no more.
All right, well, hurry up and get this thing in so we can get it fired up, get it running, get this thing out of here. Come on, chop, chop.
Get this thing out here. We're going to tune it quick.
Yeah. All right, guys, so I just went ahead and pulled some timing out just because I don't know how much boost it's going to make. So depending on where it's at, we'll put that back in later. It is on pump gas. Looks like we got about 14% alcohol in the fuel.
3,000.
All right, so we're going to start our pull at 3,000. And yeah, get a little bass to it, and then we'll start tuning from there. Alright guys, so that pull right there made 420 horsepower on 5.5 pounds. So I'm going to address something real quick. My eyes, pump some blood vessels, everything's good. But we're going to put some ethanol in it right now and turn the boost up a little bit, see what it makes. Alright guys, so that one there made 453, and the only thing we made was the fuel change. I changed nothing else. a little sketched out. I think the trans might be slipping. I'm gonna make another pull. I'm gonna let everything cool off a little bit and then make another pull and see what it does, if it actually slips or if it's just the dyno kind of letting it do its thing. I'm not really sure, but it's sketching me out a little bit. I don't want to break it before Indy, so we're gonna make one more and just kind of see where it goes. If it holds and it's good, we'll turn up the boost a little bit maybe and then go from there. But I don't want to break the transmission before he gets to Indy so that he can't do burnouts. So I had a little bit of a breakup issue there. Fueling looked good. I'm going to put a couple degrees in it because I did have the timing like pretty low, and it pulled more on top of that. So we were only like 6 degrees of timing, which is way too low for 12 pounds. So I'm going to put some timing in it. He's going to pull the plugs. We're going to check those over, decide if we need to put a fresh set in it, and then we'll go from there. I think it needs a fresh set anyway. He's never changed it. Yeah, these things are cooked. Those definitely need to be changed. Those are cooked. Fresh set is definitely a good idea. You got the plugs? Solid.
I don't even know. This is probably a 6.
That's not a 6. It's at least a 7. Definitely needs a fresh set of plugs, and then we'll make another one. So we got some freshly clean spark plugs because my boy ain't have fresh ones here.
No.
We're gonna put a little bit more Ignite in there because we're only about 38%.
Hit him with Rowdy? Yeah, those tires are shot.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring a spare set with you or 10.
Or 10.
So we have no fresh spark plugs, so he just cleaned them all up, and we're hoping for the best because they were pretty cooked.
Attaboy.
About to make some power though.
Alright, still doing the same thing. So Georgie's gonna plug up a hole. It's either the plugs or the wires. Not a big fan of those wires. I've seen it do the exact same thing this is doing. So it seems to be blowing the spark out. So we're gonna lower the boost down a little bit and see how that is. Alrighty, nice clean pull. 8 pounds of boost, maybe 500 something, I forget. Everything else looks good. I'm going to put a degree in it just to see how much it picks up. I feel like it's still down on timing. And kind of get to a safe area where I know it likes it. And then I'm going to pull a couple from that just so that it's extra safe for these guys, because they break everything. If they're going to want to turn it up later on, definitely going to need an ignition system refresh, plugs, and I would probably go ahead and just throw a set of wires on here because, as I said before, not a big fan of these wires. But you see, we turn the boost down, the ignition system's able to keep up and make some great pulls. Alright, well, we'll leave it there. I'm going to pull a couple degrees out just to make it extra safe. And it was on the cleaner side, on the fuel side that time, so I'm just going to put a couple percent of fuel into it and then pull a couple degrees. It'll be good to go. It should be safe and then ready. Oh man, you got this thing ready to go or what?
Get there. Got converter bolts, headers.
You let this guy work on that?
Yeah, he's doing good.
George.
Yeah, I keep around.
George, I haven't heard in a while you hit anybody with some wisdom.
Wisdom like a quote
Or a
of the day?
quote of the day, yeah.
Bro, wait a minute. So you didn't hear my quote of the day?
I missed it?
Dude.
Was it today?
It was, you can't have a filet mignon lifestyle with a hot dog work ethic. All right?
I don't think that's my favorite one. Try again.
Okay. If you ain't...
You're done.
Just poured it in there, putting the cam in it.
Oh, okay. That was
That much?
that's pretty clean.
Look like transmission.
It smells funny. Don't taste
Yeah.
it. Taste it. You got it. It's on your mustache.
Yeah. 2050.
30 weight, 40 weight. All right, guys. Mullet is fixed. They went ahead and put some bearings in it. They found that the number 2 main bearing was getting eaten up. So that's what the shavings were from. But they put new bearings in it. Everything else looks actually pretty decent. All the rod bearings look good. So they ran it. And filter's pretty clean. So hopefully we'll be good for Indy. Make some fast passes. Bro, what the heck happened to your air filter?
I had a small kaboof and a big old fire at it.
Oh. Yeah, I think that thing's seen better days,
I
bud.
think it's going to warranty though.
I don't know if they'll take that one back. There's the damage. Old white trash finally slung a rod out. Looks like, oh, there we go. There's the real damage. Shoo! Let's try not to do that again.
Give it all she's got. Hopefully she stays together.
I feel like this cobbled together motor is gonna just live forever.
I mean, that one was almost 3 years of.
That was the motor that was in this truck. From the okay, this one might not live.
What were you saying?
Look at all that. Oh, good lord.
I'll just put this back.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. You messed up. You should have left it all in there. That's what happens when you try to clean it out.
Put the friction material out.
Yeah.
Do you smell this?
It smells. Yeah, it smells like kerosene.
Dude, this is probably what it is. Somebody put diesel and kerosene in and trying to free it up because it was probably locked up.
Oof. It stink. It's got the color to it too.
Yep.
George, taste it.
Look at this.
I did. Oh, shucks. Golly, that thing's clogged, brother.
That had all the oil pressures.
Yeah, because it wasn't going through that filter.
I don't suppose them supposed to be like that.
Dude, you know what else? You notice the size of the gas tank in this thing?
Yeah, it's stock.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's the big dog, and he put
Oh, yeah.
1 ton in here. It's a 40-gallon thing.
That's probably why it needs all of it, because it's huge. Dude, this one's bent too. What the heck is this man doing? Ay, ay, ay. Is this the tank that got smacked with the drive shaft? Do you remember?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing. Same stock.
This thing doesn't look like it got dented, though. Oh, yeah.
No, that's a new drive.
There's some damage from that. Way back when we tried dynoing third gear. Bad idea. Did you come up with a new quote yet?
Sometimes it's risky for the biscuits. New quote? Hey, if you're trying to spin, give me a minute.
Jeez. I thought you were good at this.
You know, usually I am.
Put him on the spot. The mustache of wisdom is failing you. Bro, what the heck happened to your traction bars?
Dude, I would like to know the same thing. I don't know if it might have fallen off a trailer at some point. I don't know.
They're both bent. Both of them.
I think, well, when the tires are popped, they get really low. But I think having it on the smaller tires, coming off of something, it might have
Did you see
the
it?
ramps off.
Look at my man's traction bars.
Yeah. I noticed that when we were out in Vegas.
Brother!
Yeah, they got banned.
Dude, they got bent.
That's gotta be from the transporter.
All right, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this episode. Just getting everything buttoned up to head to Indy. I believe we're going to leave tonight, so I will see you guys out there if you are coming to the show. If not, head on over to CleeseMcFarland.com, get you a pay-per-view. If you buy it now, it is going to be cheaper than the weekend, so head on over to CleeseMcFarland.com. Don't forget, pick you up some merch, win you a free turbo for the month of May. All right, as always, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next episode.